Hallo liebe Leute, TP Gaming mal wieder hier. Heute machen wir mal etwas, was ihr jetzt gerade schon mal gesehen hattet. Und zwar sind wir hier in Boston und ich habe genau den gleichen Zeitplan, den ich mit EliGrim gespielt habe im Multiplayer letzte Woche. Und ich hatte, während wir das Ganze uns angeschaut hatten, also während wir das gespielt hatten, sind mir einige Sachen aufgefallen. Und ich dachte, wollte ich gerne mal ausprobieren, ob das überhaupt möglich ist. Es ist natürlich erstmal ein riesen hoher Fahrplan. Wir hatten, wie ihr gesehen hattet, Ankünfte gehabt ich weiß gar nicht, ich glaube hier auf der 32 hatten wir Ankünfte, dann hier auf der 33 links und auf der 27, aber 27 funktionierte wegen dem Wind nicht mehr. Deswegen hatten wir dann nur noch die 33 und die 32. Und ich werde heute diese beiden da oben, die hier runterkommen, das sind die 22 links und 22 rechts als Ankünfte nehmen. Ich werde die 9 für Abflüge nehmen, das heißt, ich habe hier eine Überkreuzung. Und ich werde die 14 für Abflüge nehmen. Alles, was im L- oder im M-Bereich ist, den kleineren Flugzeugen und den Medium-Flugzeugen. Und die Heavies und so weiter versuche ich jetzt auf die 9 zu schieben. Das wird wahrscheinlich auch nicht möglich sein, weil die ganz großen werde ich wohl auf 15 ziehen müssen und die müssen dann beide Landebahnen überqueren. Und das bei diesem hohen Volumen, das wir haben, kann es auch genauso gut sein, dass dieses Video ja, nie eigentlich das Ende findet, dass ich wahrscheinlich abbrechen muss. Nichtsdestotrotz denke ich mal, sollten wir uns den Flughafen mal angucken. Fliegen wir mal rein hier auf 32, kommen wir mal hier so rein und gehen mal so auf ebene Erde, damit wir mal so ein bisschen gucken können, wie sieht Boston denn überhaupt aus. Und dann fahren wir mal die einzelnen Taxiways mal so ein bisschen ab. Vielleicht gefällt euch das ja, mal nicht ganz so schnell machen hier. Und auch etwas später werdet ihr auch sehen, guck mal, wie eng das Ganze hier ist, wenn man das hier mal so bedenkt, wie hier rein und raus rangiert werden muss. Hat man eigentlich gar nicht so viele Möglichkeiten. Alles sehr, sehr eng gebaut hier und man hat eigentlich, das ist so ein richtiges Loch, wo man eigentlich schon einige Probleme hat. Überhaupt die Flugzeuge, hier auf dieser Seite bringe ich sie rein, auf dieser Seite raus, aber diese Flugzeuge zum Beispiel hier, die muss ich jetzt irgendwie hier rückwärts rausziehen, dann hier um die Ecke rum und dann da längs fahren lassen, weil einfach zu viel von dieser Seite kommen wird. Dann fahren wir ein bisschen schneller, können wir mal ein bisschen werden. Dann gehen wir mal auf die andere Seite. Oh wow, das sieht ja auch toll aus hier. Sun Country, schönes Livery. Ja, und dann haben wir hier dann auch noch so eine kleine Bucht hier drinne, wo wir dann auch einige Flugzeuge haben. Hier haben wir dann auch die Care-Maschinen, könnt ihr mal sehen, Cape Air. Und ja, fahren wir mal ein bisschen weiter, denn die JetBlues auf dieser Seite, hier ist ja noch so ein kleiner Eingang hier für einige Sachen. Hier gehen wir hier rum, Lufthansa da hinten, auch wieder Einbuchtung. Also es ist alles sehr, 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 sehr eng hier. Dann fahren wir mal hier hinten rum. Gucken mal, was gibt es hier hinten noch. Ja, hier ist die GA-Abteilung. Die ist da drüben. Na, die Kleinflugzeuge. Hier haben wir Frachtflugzeuge normalerweise. Also gucken wir mal, wie das Ganze aussieht. Also ihr seht, es ist alles sehr, sehr eng hier und schwierig. Alles nicht so einfach, das Ganze. Aber probieren wir es mal aus. Es gibt auch neue Kameramöglichkeiten. Die seht ihr heute hier zum ersten Mal. Die sind jetzt ganz, ganz neu. Ich hoffe, sie werden euch gefallen. Und naja, gucken wir uns nochmal Boston von ganz, ganz oben an. Könnt ihr nochmal sehen. Das ist ja auch immer ganz interessant, mal zu sehen, wie das Ganze so aus der Vogelperspektive aussieht. Ja, gut. Ich hoffe, es gefällt euch. Also wir legen jetzt gleich los. Ich werde jetzt kurz das Video stoppen, weil wir haben ein Intro hier gemacht. Und wenn das Video nachher total verhauen wird, dann muss ich nicht diesen Teil hier auch noch mit löschen. Okay. So, dann legen wir jetzt auch mal los. Und ja, ich weiß zwar noch nicht genau, wie das Ganze vonstatten gehen wird, aber es wird nicht einfach. Ich habe auch noch neblig heute. Wir haben zwar keinen Wind, aber es ist eben halt sehr, sehr neblig heute. Und ja, gucken wir mal, wie das Ganze geht. Jetzt siehst du, haben wir noch eine Maschine, weil ich hatte die alten Runways noch gehabt. Also werden wir noch eine Maschine, ich hoffe nicht zu viele Maschinen haben, die hier unten reinkommen. Aber ich werde die jetzt auch nicht umwandeln, die kann hier unten landen, das ist nicht so das Problem. Nach wenigen Minuten geht das Drama hier erst richtig los. Also schauen wir mal, wie das Ganze dann ja, vonstatten geht. Gut, ja, was haben wir? Wir haben neue Kameras.
632 Lima Foxtrot request pushback. Tower, American 2676 with you runway tree left.
Also jetzt geht's los. 632 Lima Foxtrot, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Ground, 15 right pushback approved, 632 Lima Foxtrot.
Ground, JetBlue 1346 request pushback.
JetBlue 1346 pushback approved, expect runway 4 left at Charlie. Geht nicht.
Unable takeoff. Runway is too short, JetBlue 1346.
JetBlue 1346 pushback approved, expect runway 4 left at Echo. Jetzt zum Anfang.
Ground, 4 left at Echo pushback approved, JetBlue 1346.
Riskiere ich es, dass die Flugzeuge gegen ihre, ja, die Landung kommt ja von entgegengesetzt hier, von 2-2 links, von 2-2 links und rechts und ich lasse sie in die Richtung starten, aber das geht jetzt am Anfang, geht das noch. Jetzt haben wir ja noch erstmal einen American hier unten.
Care 1955 request pushback.
Care 1955 pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left at Quebec.
Ground, 632 Lima Foxtrot request taxi.
632 Lima Foxtrot, continue taxi.
Ground, 4 left at Quebec pushback approved. Care 1955. Continue taxi, 632 Lima Foxtrot.
Ground, JetBlue 1346 request taxi.
JetBlue 1346, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 1346.
33 left.
Ground,
Okay.
Care 1955 request taxi.
Care 1955, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Care 1955.
632 Lima Foxtrot, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, 632 Lima Foxtrot.
So, American
Ground,
kommt
Air
auf die
France
genau
385 heavy
entgegen.
request pushback.
Air France 385 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 9er. Okay, dann
Unable
geht's schon
takeoff.
los.
Runway is too short. Air France 385 heavy.
Air France 385 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right. Das heißt, den müssen wir warten lassen, bis die American
Ground,
unten ist.
15 right pushback approved. Air France 385 heavy.
Tower, 17 Papa Romeo with you runway 22 right.
Six three two Lima Foxtrot after takeoff. Turn left. Okay. 632 Lima Foxtrot after departure. Take left turn. Degrees.
Unable to comply, 632 Lima Foxtrot.
Care 1955. Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 4 left cleared for takeoff, Care 1955.
American 2676. Runway 33 left. Clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Ground, JetBlue 1906 request pushback. Runway 33 left clear to land, American 2676. Ground, American 2224 request pushback. Tower, American 2356 heavy with you runway 22 left.
American 2224 pushback approved. Expect runway 14.
Ground, Air France
Okay, Medium
385
kriegt er auch
heavy
nicht
request
drauf.
taxi.
Das ist natürlich
Unable
ärgerlich.
takeoff. Runway is too short, American 2224.
632 Lima Foxtrot, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, 632 Lima Foxtrot.
American 2224, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Ground, Niner via Bravo Mike pushback approved, American 2224.
JetBlue 1346, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 4 left cleared for
Oh.
takeoff. JetBlue 1346.
Das könnte ein bisschen
Ground,
eng sein.
Alaska 752 request
JetBlue
pushback.
1346, hold position.
Hold position. JetBlue 1346.
JetBlue 1346, runway 4 left, line up and wait.
Ground, Endeavour 5356 request pushback.
Air France 385 heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 4 left line up and wait. JetBlue 1346.
Alaska 752, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Continue taxi, Air France 385 heavy.
Ground,
KR
Niner via Kilo
1955,
pushback
contact
approved,
departure.
Alaska 752. Contact departure. Good morning, KR 1955. Ground, American 2224 request taxi.
American 2224, continue taxi. Endeavour 5356, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 2224. Ground, Niner via Kilo pushback approved, Endeavour 5356.
Ground, ExecJet 709 request pushback.
ExecJet 709er, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Ground, 15 right pushback approved. ExecJet 709er.
Tower, KR 50901 with you runway 22 left.
Ground, Southwest 3990 request pushback.
JetBlue 1906, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo. Southwest 3990, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Ground, Niner via Kilo pushback approved, JetBlue 1906.
Ground, Niner via Bravo Mike pushback approved. Southwest 3990.
Ground, Alaska 752 request taxi. Ground, Endeavour 5356 request taxi.
Alaska 752, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Alaska 752.
Endeavour 5356, continue taxi.
Ground, Delta 1920 request pushback.
Continue taxi, Endeavour 5356.
JetBlue 1346, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 4 left cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1346.
JetBlue 1346, after departure, turn left 40 degrees.
Ground, Air Canada 7651 request pushback.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1346.
Tower, JetBlue 1928 with you runway 22 right.
Air Canada 7651, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Bravo Mike.
Ground, ExecJet 709 request taxi.
American 2676, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Ground, Niner via Bravo Mike pushback approved, Air Canada 7651.
American 2676, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo, American 2676. Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo, American 2676.
American 2356, runway 22 left, cleared to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Ground, Alaska
JetBlue 1346,
71
contact
pushback.
departure.
Runway 22 left cleared to land, American 2356.
Air
heavy.
France 385 heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Contact departure. Good morning. JetBlue
American
1346.
2224, hold short of runway 9er.
Runway 15 right line up and wait. Air France
Alaska
385
752,
heavy.
hold short of runway 9er.
Hold short of runway 9er, American 2224.
JetBlue 1906, continue taxi.
Hold short of runway 9er, Alaska 752.
Southwest 3990, continue taxi.
Unable to comply, JetBlue 1906.
Unable to comply. Southwest 3990.
Ground, JetBlue 1906 request taxi.
JetBlue 1906, continue taxi.
Ground, Southwest 3990 request taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 1906. Tower, Iberia 3544 heavy with you runway
American
22 left.
2224, continue taxi.
Ground, Air Canada
Alaska
7651
71,
request
pushback
taxi.
approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 2224.
Ground, 9 via Kilo pushback approved. Alaska 71.
American 2676 holds short of taxiway Echo.
Tower, KR 5381 with you runway 22 right.
17 Papa Romeo, runway 22 right, clear to land.
Hold short of taxiway Echo, American 2676. Runway 22 right clear to land, 17 Papa Romeo. Tower, Delta
Alaska
2892 with you runway
752,
22 left.
runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and
Air
wait.
France
Alaska
385
752.
heavy, wind is 21 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. Executive Jet 709er, continue taxi.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff.
Air Canada
Air France
7651,
heavy.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi, exec jet 709er.
Continue taxi, Air Canada 7651.
Southwest 39990, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Alaska
Southwest
752,
3990.
wind is 21 at 0 knots, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff. American 2224, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff, Alaska 752. Runway 9er line up and wait.
Endeavour
American
5356,
2224.
continue taxi. Alaska and Air France.
Continue taxi,
Oh,
Endeavour
wow.
5356.
Ground, Alaska 71 request
Okay,
taxi.
war mein Fehler. Dumm. Delta 1920, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo. Das war dumm. Ein
Ground,
Anfängerfehler.
9 via Kilo pushback approved. Delta 1920.
Care
Tower,
5,
JetBlue 12906 with you runway
Care
22 right.
5091, runway 22 left, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots. JetBlue 1928, runway 22 right, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots. Iberia 3544, runway 22 left, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 left clear to land.
American
Air
2356
5091.
heavy, taxi to terminal.
Runway 22 right cleared to land. JetBlue 1928.
Alaska 71, continue taxi.
Unable to comply.
Delta
Iberia
1920, continue taxi. Iberia 3544 heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots. American 2224, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Taxi to terminal. American 2356 heavy.
Endeavour 5356, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Continue taxi, Alaska 71. Unable to comply. Delta 1920.
Runway 22 left clear to land.
Endeavour
Iberia
5356,
3544
runway 9er, line up and wait.
heavy. Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. American
Exec Jet
2224.
709er, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and
Southwest
wait. Endeavour
39990,
5356.
continue taxi. JetBlue 1906, continue taxi.
Runway 9er line up and wait. Endeavour
Delta
5356.
1920, continue taxi.
Runway 15 right line up and wait. Exec jet
Care
709.
2845, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Continue taxi. Southwest 3990.
Alaska 752, contact departure.
Continue taxi.
Air France
JetBlue
385 heavy,
1906.
contact departure.
Unable to comply. Delta 1920.
American 2676, continue taxi.
Unable to comply. Care 2845.
Alaska 71, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good morning. Alaska 752.
Contact departure. Good morning. Air France 385 heavy.
17 Papa Romeo, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Continue taxi. American 2676.
Continue taxi. Alaska 71.
Care 2845, pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Alpha Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. 17 Papa Romeo.
Unable to comply. Care 2845. Ground.
Care 5381.
2845, request pushback.
Runway 22 right, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots. Delta 28902, runway 22 left, clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right clear to land. KR 5381. Runway 22 left clear to land. Delta 28902. Ground. United 211 request pushback.
Executive Jet 709er, runway 15 right, clear to land.
Ground.
Executive
Delta
709,
1920
runway
request
15
taxi.
right, cleared for takeoff, wind is 20 at 0 knots.
Unable to comply.
Executive Jet 709,
709.
runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 6. Exec Jet 709. Runway 15 right
JetBlue
cleared
1928,
for
taxi to
takeoff.
terminal.
Exec Jet 709.
American 2356, continue taxi. Kia 50901, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. JetBlue 1928.
Delta 1920, continue taxi.
Say again, American 2356 heavy. Taxi to terminal, Care 50901.
Continue taxi. Delta 1920.
Air Canada 7651, continue taxi.
Ground, Executive 164 request pushback. Continue taxi, Air Canada 7651. Ground, Brickyard 580
American
request pushback.
2356, continue taxi. American 2356 heavy, continue taxi.
Say again, American 2356 heavy.
United 211, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 2356 heavy. Ground, 9er via Kilo pushback approved, United 211.
Executive Jet 164, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Ground, 15 right pushback approved, Executive 164.
American 2224, contact departure. Executive Jet 709, contact departure. Endeavour 5356, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good morning, American 2224.
Contact departure.
Southwest
Good morning.
3990,
Exec
runway
Jet
9, line up and wait.
709.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff,
Care
Endeavour
50901, continue taxi.
Runway 9er line up and wait. Southwest tree 9er 90.
Delta 28902, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Continue taxi, Care 50901.
Brickyard 5803, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Going around, JetBlue 12906.
JetBlue 12906, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Echo, Delta 28902. Ground, 9er via Kilo pushback approved.
United
Brickyard
211,
5803.
continue taxi.
Contact departure, good morning, JetBlue 12906.
Exec Jet 164, continue taxi.
Unable to comply, United 211. Unable to comply, Executive 164. Ground, Shamrock 150 heavy request pushback.
Southwest 3990, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Ground, United 211.
Iberia
request taxi.
3544, heavy taxi to terminal via Mike Bravo.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. Southwest tree 9er 90.
Taxi to terminal via Mike
Endeavour
Bravo.
5356,
Iberia
contact
3544
departure.
heavy.
Air Canada 7651, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure, good morning, Endeavour 5356.
Alaska 71, continue taxi.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff, Air Canada 7651.
Delta 28902, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
United
Alaska
211,
71.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 28902. Continue taxi, United 211.
Care 5381, taxi to terminal.
Ground, Executive 164 request taxi.
Care 7168, pushback approved. Expect runway 14 via Bravo Juliet.
Taxi to terminal, Care 5381.
Care 7168, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Unable to comply, Care 7168.
Man, what is
Unable to
going
comply,
on?
Care 7168.
Brickyard 5803, continue taxi.
Ground, Care 7168 request pushback. Unable to comply, Brickyard 5803. Ground, Brickyard 5803 request taxi.
Brickyard 5803, continue taxi.
Ground, American 2313 request pushback.
JetBlue 1906, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 5803.
Delta 1920, continue taxi.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 1906.
American 2356, hold position.
Continue taxi.
American
Delta
2356, heavy
1920.
hold position.
Ground, exec jet 387 request pushback.
Care 2845, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Hold position, American 2356 heavy.
American 2313, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 9 via
Southwest
Alpha Kilo,
3990,
pushback
contact
approved.
departure.
Air 2845.
Unable takeoff. Runway is too short.
Iberia
American
3544, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good morning. Southwest 3990.
American 2313, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Say again, Iberia 3544 heavy. Unable takeoff. Runway is too short, American 2313.
Wow.
Ground, Air 2845.
American
request
2313, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Bravo.
Ground, 15 right via Bravo pushback approved, American 2313.
Shamrock 150 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Ground, 15 right pushback approved.
American
Shamrock
2356
150
heavy, continue taxi. Alaska 71, wind is 20 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi.
United
American
211,
2356
continue
heavy.
taxi.
Runway 9 cleared
Iberia
for takeoff.
3544
Alaska
heavy,
71.
continue taxi. Executive 164, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, United 211. Continue taxi, Iberia 3544 heavy.
Air Canada 7651, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Executive
JetBlue
164.
1906, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Air Canada 7651. Contact departure.
KR 7168,
Goodbye.
pushback
JetBlue
approved.
1906.
Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 9er via Alpha Kilo pushback approved, KR 7168. Ground, American 2313 request taxi.
American 2313, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 2313.
Iberia 3544 heavy, hold short of taxiway Romeo.
Hold short of taxiway Romeo, Iberia 3544 heavy.
Delta 1920, wind is 200 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9 cleared
Exec
for
jet
takeoff.
387,
Delta
pushback approved.
1920.
Expect runway 15 right.
Ground, 15 right
Brickyard
pushback
5803,
approved.
continue
Exec jet
taxi.
387.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 5803. Ground, KR 7168 request taxi.
Exec jet 164, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right,
Alaska
line up
71,
and wait.
contact
Executive
departure.
164.
Contact
Brickyard
departure.
5803,
Good morning,
continue
Alaska
taxi.
71.
Damn you.
Continue taxi, Brickyard 5803.
KR 2845, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Care 2845.
KR 7168, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, KR 7168.
United 211, runway 9, line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and wait, United 211. Tower, American 585 with you runway 22 right. Ground, United 1313 request pushback.
Okay, die ersten Ankünfte gehen jetzt wieder los. Reichlich und satt natürlich. Exec jet 164, wind is 200 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, Executive 164.
Ground, Exec jet 387 request taxi.
Jetzt geht's los mit den ganzen
Tower, United
Ankünften.
1981 with you runway 22
Jetzt
left.
geht's nonstop los, ohne Ende. Jetzt wird's richtig heftig. Exec jet 387, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Exec jet 387.
Ground, KR 2972 request pushback.
KR 2972, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 9er via Alpha Kilo pushback approved, KR 2972.
United 211, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. United 211.
Care 2845, hold short of runway 9. Delta 1920, contact departure.
Hold short of runway 9.
ExecJet 387, runway 15 right, line up and wait. Brickyard 5803, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure.
ExecJet 164,
Delta
contact departure.
1920. Runway 15 right, line up and wait. ExecJet 387.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 580 Contact departure. Good morning. Executive 164. Ground. Shamrock 150 heavy request taxi. Tower. JetBlue 108 with you runway 22 right. Ground. Scandinavian 68 request pushback. Tower. Executive 471 with you runway 22 left.
United 1313, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground. Here 2972 request taxi. Ground. 9 via Alpha
Shamrock
Kilo, pushback
150
approved.
heavy, continue
United
taxi.
131 Continue taxi. Shamrock 150 heavy.
JetBlue 438, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground. JetBlue 438.
United 211,
pushback.
contact departure.
Ground. 9 via Alpha Kilo, pushback approved. JetBlue 438.
Scandinavian 683, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Contact departure. Good morning. United 211. Ground.
Care 2845, runway 9, line up and wait.
Scandinavian 683.
Runway 9, line up and wait. Care 2845.
Care 2972, continue taxi.
Tower, Southwest 57904 with you runway 22 right.
Continue taxi. Care 2972.
Ich muss zusehen, dass von da oben alles wegkommt, bevor die ganzen Ankünfte kommen. ExecJet 387, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. American 2313, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. ExecJet 387.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait. American 2313.
American 585, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right, clear to land. American 585.
Brickyard 5803, contact departure.
Tower. Delta 2174 heavy with you runway 22 left. Contact departure. Good morning. Brickyard 5803.
JetBlue 1816, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo. United 2981, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots.
Ground. 9 via Alpha
United
Kilo, pushback
1981.
JetBlue 1816. Ground. United 1313 request taxi.
United 1981, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 20 at 2 knots. Got it.
Ground. United
American
226 request
2313, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
pushback. Runway 22
Scandinavian
left, cleared to land.
683,
United
continue taxi.
1981. Runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. American 2313.
United 1313, continue taxi.
Unable to comply. Scandinavian 683. Continue taxi. United 1313.
JetBlue 438, continue taxi.
Ground. Scandinavian
United
683
226,
request
pushback
taxi.
approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 438.
Ground. 9 via Kilo, pushback approved. United 226.
ExecJet 387, contact departure.
Ground. American 1403 request pushback.
Contact departure. Good morning. ExecJet 387.
American 1403, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Tower. Air Canada 78904 with you runway 22 right. Ground. 9 via Alpha Kilo, pushback approved. American 1403.
Scandinavian 683, continue taxi.
Ground. JetBlue 438, request taxi.
Continue taxi. Scandinavian 683.
Care 2845, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Ground, JetBlue 2414 request pushback.
JetBlue 438, continue taxi.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. Care 2845.
American 1403, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 438.
United 226, continue taxi.
Ground. 9 via
JetBlue
Alpha Kilo, pushback
1083,
approved.
runway
American
22 right, clear to
1403.
land, wind is 19 at 0 knots. ExecJet 471, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 19 at 0 knots.
Continue taxi, United 226.
American 585, taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo.
Runway 22 right clear to land. JetBlue 108
JetBlue 1816, continue taxi.
Runway 22 left clear to land. Execute 471.
JetBlue 2414, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Echo, American 585.
Delta 1895, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1816.
American 2313, contact departure.
Unable takeoff.
Here,
Runway is too short.
2845,
JetBlue 2414.
contact departure. JetBlue 2414, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Unable to comply. Delta
Scandinavian
1895.
683, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Contact departure.
United
Good morning.
1981,
American
taxi to
2313.
terminal via Charlie Alpha. United 1313, continue taxi.
Contact departure.
Kia 2972, hold short of runway 9.
Ground, 15 right pushback approved. JetBlue 2414.
Runway 15 right line up and wait. Scandinavian 683.
JetBlue 1816, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie Alpha, United 1981.
United 226, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, United 1313.
Southwest 5794, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 1980 knots.
Hold short of runway 9.
Delta
clear to
2174
972.
heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 1980 knots.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1816. Unable to comply. United 226.
Runway 22 right clear to land. Southwest
American
5794.
2457, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Runway 22 left clear to land. Delta 2174 heavy.
American 585, hold position.
Unable to comply. American 2457.
Unbelievable.
Hold position. American 585.
Air Canada 78904, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 1980 knots.
Ground. JetBlue
United
1816 request
1313,
taxi.
runway 9, line up and wait.
Runway 22 right clear to land. Air Canada 78904.
Chip,
Runway 9 line up and wait. United 1313.
Tower, United 605 with you runway 22 left.
JetBlue 1083, taxi to terminal.
Ground. United 226 request taxi.
JetBlue 1083, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal. JetBlue 1083.
JetBlue 1816, continue taxi.
Taxi
Please.
to terminal via Bravo. JetBlue 1083.
United 1313, wind is 1980 knots, runway 9, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 1816. Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. United
American
1313.
585, continue taxi.
Ground. American
United
2457.
226, continue
request
taxi.
pushback.
Continue taxi. American 585. Continue taxi. United 226.
Delta 18905, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Tower. JetBlue
Delta
129.
1968,
Runway
pushback
22
approved.
right.
Expect runway 9 via Kilo. Not possible.
Unable to comply. Delta
I don't understand that.
1895.
I really don't.
Unable to comply. Delta 1968.
Ground. Delta 1895 request pushback.
Ground. Delta
1895,
1968
pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Ground, JetBlue 2414
It's not
request
listening.
taxi.
I don't understand that.
Unable takeoff. Runway is too short. Delta 1895.
Tower.
Of course not.
7644 Zulu with you runway 22 right.
Delta 18905, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground. Delta 1545 request pushback.
Ground. 15 right via Kilo Bravo pushback approved. Delta 1895.
Tower. JetBlue 1740 with you runway 22 left.
Southwest 57904. Taxi to terminal.
Ground. Care 7151 request pushback.
Taxi to terminal, Southwest 57904.
United 605. Runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 1980 knots.
Ground.
JetBlue
American
1296,
1403
runway
request
22
taxi.
right, clear to land, wind is 1980 knots.
Runway 22 left clear to land, United 605.
Runway 22 right clear to land. JetBlue 12906.
JetBlue 2414, continue taxi.
Ground. AC 1798 request pushback.
United 1313, contact departure.
Continue taxi, JetBlue
Kia
2414.
2972, runway 9, line up and wait.
Contact departure.
ExecJets 471, taxi to terminal via Mike, Quebec, Bravo.
Runway 9er, line up and wait. Here
JetBlue 438, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal.
United 226, hold short of runway 9er. Delta 2174, heavy taxi to terminal via Mike, Bravo, Echo.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 438.
Hold short of runway 9er, United 226. Taxi to terminal via Mike, Bravo, Echo. Delta 2174 heavy.
Air Canada 789R4, taxi to terminal.
Ground, United 1539er.
United 1981, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal, Air Canada 789er4. Continue taxi, United 19er81.
7644 Zulu, runway 2 to right, clear to land, wind is 1990 knots.
Ground, Delta
JetBlue 1740,
1895,
runway 2
taxi.
to left, clear to land, wind is 1990 knots.
Runway 22 right, clear to
Kia
land.
2972.
7644 Zulu.
No. Kia 2972, runway 9er cleared for takeoff, wind is 1980 knots.
Runway 22 left, clear to land. JetBlue 1740. Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. Here 2972.
JetBlue 438, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Tower, United 1328 with you, runway 22
American
right.
1403, continue taxi.
Runway 9 line up and wait, JetBlue 438.
Continue taxi, American 140.
Delta 1968, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground, JetBlue 19er87, request pushback.
Delta 19er,
Ground,
Delta 18905,
Kilo
continue
Bravo,
taxi.
pushback approved. Delta 19er68.
Continue taxi, Delta 18905.
Ground, JetBlue 356.
Scandinavian
request
683, wind is 1980 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
pushback. Ground,
Scandinavian
Delta 3023,
683,
request
wind is
pushback.
19 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. Shamrock 150 heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Unable to comply. Scandinavian 683.
JetBlue 356, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
JetBlue
Scandinavian
1987,
683.
pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait.
JetBlue 12906, taxi to terminal.
Ground, 15 right, pushback approved. JetBlue 356.
Kia 2972, contact departure.
Ground, 15 right, pushback approved. JetBlue 19er87.
United 605, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Taxi to terminal, JetBlue 129er6.
American 2457, pushback approved, expect runway 9er.
Contact departure. Good morning. Here 29er72.
American 2457, pushback approved, expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Echo, United 605.
Ground, 9er pushback approved, American 245.
Shamrock 150 heavy, wind is 19 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, 9er via Kilo pushback approved.
JetBlue 2414, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Oh,
Shamrock 150
damn it.
heavy.
He was faster
Runway
than I
15
thought he
right, line
was.
up and wait. JetBlue 2414.
Ah, another
Ground,
collision.
Delta 19er68, request taxi. Ground, JetBlue
ExecJet
356,
471,
request taxi.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. ExecJet
JetBlue
471.
356, continue taxi.
Ground, JetBlue 19er87, request taxi.
JetBlue 1987, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 356. Continue taxi, JetBlue
Oh,
19er87.
another one.
Ground,
What is going
Virgin
on
901
here?
Heavy request pushback.
United 1328, runway 2 to right, clear to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right, clear to
Delta
land.
2174,
United
heavy,
1328.
continue taxi. American 1403, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 2174 heavy.
JetBlue 1816, hold short of runway 9er.
Continue taxi, American
ExecJet
1403.
471,
Hold short of runway 9er, JetBlue 1816.
Tower, American
JetBlue
318
1987,
request
continue
pushback.
taxi. ExecJet 471, continue taxi. Scandinavian 683, contact departure. Shamrock 150 heavy, contact departure. JetBlue 2414, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. United 604, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 1987.
Delta 1968, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, executive
Here
471.
7151, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Contact departure, goodbye, Scandinavian 68 tree. Contact departure.
JetBlue 3567,
Good morning.
runway
Shamrock
15 right,
150
line up and wait. JetBlue 356, runway 15 right, line up and wait. Virgin 901 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right. Delta 1545, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 2414. Continue taxi. United 605.
United 1539, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Continue taxi, Delta 1968.
Ground, 9 via Alpha Kilo pushback approved, Care 7151.
Unable to comply, JetBlue 356. Runway 15 right, line up and wait, JetBlue 356. Ground, 15 right, pushback approved, Virgin 901 heavy. Ground, 9 via Kilo, pushback approved, Delta 1545. Ground, 9 via Alpha Kilo,
JetBlue
pushback approved.
2414, contact departure.
1539. Tower, Delta 1970 with you,
JetBlue
runway
438, wind is 200 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Good morning. JetBlue
United
2414.
226, wind is 200 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 438.
Care 7151, continue taxi.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff, United 226.
Delta 3023, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Unable to comply, Care 7151.
American 2457, continue taxi.
Ground, 9 via Kilo, pushback approved, Delta 302
Unable to comply, American 2457.
Ground, United 1581 request pushback. Tower, Air Azores 255 heavy with you, runway
United
22 left.
1328, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Ground, American 2457 request taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha.
American
United
2457,
1328.
continue taxi.
Tower, Air Portugal 222 heavy
United
with you, runway
1581,
22
pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 2457.
American 318, heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground, 9 via Kilo, pushback approved, United
American
1581.
1403, runway 9, line up and wait.
Tower,
JetBlue
15
438,
right,
contact
Kilo Bravo,
departure.
pushback approved, American 318 heavy.
Runway 9 line up and wait, American 140
Delta 2174, hold position.
Contact
Delta
departure.
217 for
Good
heavy,
morning,
hold
JetBlue
position.
438. Ground,
Care 7151,
request
continue
taxi.
taxi.
Hold position, Delta 2174 heavy.
Continue taxi, Care 7151.
Ground, Delta 1545 request
JetBlue
taxi.
356, wind is 200 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 356, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1987, runway 15 right, line up and wait. Delta 1970, runway 22 right, cleared to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots.
Unable to comply, JetBlue 356. Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 356. Runway 15 right line up and wait, JetBlue 1987.
United 2277, pushback approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Runway 22 right cleared to land, Delta 1970. Unable to comply, United 2277. Ground, Virgin 901 heavy request taxi.
Virgin 901 heavy, continue taxi.
Tower, Delta 1616 with you, runway 22 left.
Azores 28, Azores 255 heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots. Air Portugal 222 heavy, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 20 at 0 knots. American 1403, no.
Continue taxi.
JetBlue
Virgin
1987, wind is 20 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 left cleared to land.
Come
Air
on.
Azores 255 heavy.
Quick.
Runway 22 right cleared to land. Air Portugal 222
American
heavy.
2457, continue taxi.
Runway 15 right cleared for
United
takeoff.
2277,
JetBlue
pushback
1987.
approved. Expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 2457.
United 1581, continue taxi.
Unable to comply.
United 226, contact departure. JetBlue 356, contact departure.
Unable to comply. United 1581. Contact departure. Good morning.
Delta
United
3023, continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good morning. JetBlue 356. Unable to comply. Delta 3023.
Virgin 901 Heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Tower, JetBlue 2070 with you, runway 22 right.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait. Virgin 901 Heavy. Ground. Delta 11905 Heavy, request pushback. Ground. United 1581.
Delta
request taxi.
1545, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1545.
United 1539er, continue taxi.
Ground. United 2277 request pushback.
American 1403, can't do
Unable to
anything here.
comply.
Oh,
United 1539.
man, nobody wants to move.
Tower, American 318
It's
heavy,
just
request
annoying.
taxi.
JetBlue 1987, contact departure.
Ground. Delta 3023 request taxi. Contact departure. Goodbye. JetBlue 1987.
Delta 3023, continue taxi. United 1581, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 3023. Continue taxi. United 1581.
Thank you. American 318 Heavy, continue taxi.
Ground. United 1539er request taxi.
Delta 1616, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 200 knots.
Continue taxi.
JetBlue
American 318 heavy.
2070, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 200 knots.
Runway 22 left.
American
clear to land.
1403,
Delta
wind is
1616.
20 at 0 knots, runway 9er cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1816, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 22 right, clear to land.
KR
JetBlue
6910, pushback
2070.
approved, expect runway 9er via Alpha Kilo.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
United
American 1403.
1539er, continue taxi.
Runway 9er line up and wait. JetBlue 1816. Unable to comply. KR 6910.
Come
Continue taxi.
on, everybody.
United 1539er.
United 2277, pushback approved, expect runway 9er via Alpha Kilo.
Ground. Spirit Wings 1506.
AC 1798, pushback approved, expect runway 9er via Alpha Kilo.
Ground. 9er via Alpha Kilo pushback approved. United 2277.
Ground. 9 via
Azores
Alpha Kilo,
255
pushback
Heavy,
approved.
taxi
AC
to terminal via
1798.
Charlie Bravo.
Ground. KR 6910 request pushback.
Spirit Wings 1506 can
Taxi
wait.
to terminal by
Delta
Charlie
1195 Heavy,
Bravo.
pushback approved, expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground. 15 right via Kilo Bravo pushback approved. Delta 11905
Delta
heavy.
1970 Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Ground. Sun
Delta
Country
1970,
413 pushback.
taxi to terminal. Air Portugal 222 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Continue taxi. Delta 1970. Taxi to terminal. Delta 1970.
American 1403, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Air Portugal 222 heavy.
I can't see anything.
Contact departure.
United
Goodbye.
1539,
American
continue taxi.
140 Ground. Copa Tree
United
37 request
1581, hold short of runway 9er.
pushback. Continue taxi. United 1539er. Hold short of runway 9er. United 1581.
Copa 337, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Ground. AC 1798 request taxi.
Come on. Delta 3023.
Ground. 15 right pushback approved. Copa Tree 37.
Virgin 901 Heavy, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground.
Delta
2265
18905, runway
request
15 right. Delta 1968, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
pushback. Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff. Virgin 901 heavy.
Runway 15 right. Delta 18905.
Delta 11905 Heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 15 right line up and wait. Delta 1968. Unable to comply. Delta 11905 heavy.
Delta 2174 Heavy, continue taxi.
Ground. Delta 11905
Delta
heavy request
1616, taxi to terminal via Echo.
taxi. Continue taxi. Delta 2174 heavy.
Air Portugal 222 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Echo. Delta 1616.
Azores 255 Heavy, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Air Portugal 222 heavy. Continue taxi. Here is Oaks 255
JetBlue
heavy.
2070 taxi to terminal.
Ground. United 2277 request taxi.
JetBlue 2070 taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal, JetBlue 2070. Taxi to terminal via Bravo, JetBlue 2070.
JetBlue 1816, wind is 200 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Ground.
Come on.
Speedbird 247
JetBlue
heavy request
1816, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1816.
American 2457, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1816.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Delta
American
3023,
2457.
continue taxi.
Ground. American 1719
Delta
request pushback.
1545, hold short of runway 9.
Continue taxi. Delta 3023.
Kia 7151, hold short of runway 9.
Hold short of runway 9er. Delta 1545.
Virgin 901 Heavy, contact departure.
Hold short of runway 9, Care 7151.
Contact departure. Good morning. Virgin 901 Heavy.
Spirit Wings 1506, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Ground. Copa 337 request taxi.
Copa 337, continue taxi.
Ground. 9er
Speedbird 247 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Continue taxi. Copa 337.
United 1539, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Ground. 15 right pushback approved. Speedbird 247 heavy.
Delta 1970, taxi to terminal.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. United 1539er.
JetBlue 1816, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Delta 1970. Contact departure. Goodbye. JetBlue 1816. Tower. Turkish 78 Heavy with you runway 22 left.
Delta 1616, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1616.
AC 17998, continue taxi.
Ground. Spirit
Kia
Wings
6910,
1506 request
pushback
taxi.
approved, expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Continue taxi, AC 1798.
American 1719, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground. 9er by Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Air 6910.
Delta 1195 Heavy, continue taxi.
Ground. 9er by Alpha Kilo pushback
Spirit
approved.
Wings 1506,
American
continue
1719er.
taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 119.
United 1581, runway 9, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Spirit Wings 1506.
American 2457, contact departure.
Runway 9er line up and wait. United 1581.
Contact departure. Good morning, American 2457.
Tower. Delta 127.
Delta
runway
1970,
22 right.
hold position.
Ground. Speedbird 247 heavy request taxi.
Speedbird 247 Heavy, continue taxi.
Hold position. Delta 1970.
Azores 255 Heavy, hold position.
Continue taxi. Speedbird 247 heavy.
Delta 1968, wind is 200 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Hold position.
Delta
Air Eagle
1968,
255 heavy.
runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Unable to comply. Delta 1968.
Delta 18905, runway 15 right, land up and wait.
Runway 15
2893 Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait. Delta 1895.
United 2277, continue taxi.
Unable to comply. 2893 Zulu. Continue taxi. United
Delta
2277.
1970, continue taxi.
Ground. Air 6910 request taxi.
Delta 2265, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Continue taxi. Delta 1970. Ground. 9er via Kilo pushback approved. Delta 2265.
Ground. Spirit Wings 1084
United
request pushback.
1539, contact departure.
Tower. American 473 with you runway 22 left. Contact departure. Goodbye. United 1539er. Ground. 2893 Zulu request pushback. Tower. Delta 1306 with you runway 22 right.
United 1581, wind is 21 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Ground. American
Delta
1719er request taxi.
3023, runway 9 line up and wait.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. United 1581. Runway 9er line up and wait. Delta 3023.
Southwest 5579, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Ground. Southwest 5579er request pushback. Ground, 9er via Kilo pushback
Here,
approved.
6910,
Southwest
continue taxi.
5579er. Tower, JetBlue 1578 with you runway 22 left.
Delta 1968, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Here 69er10. Contact departure, good morning, Delta 1968.
Turkish 78 heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 21 at 0 knots. Delta 18905, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, Turkish 78
Copa
heavy.
337, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff.
2893 Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait, Copa 337.
Delta 2265, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Ground, 15 right, pushback approved, 2893 Zulu.
United 2277, continue taxi.
Ground,
Air
9er
Portugal
via Kilo, pushback
222
approved.
heavy, continue
Delta
taxi.
2265. Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions, Delta 2265. Continue taxi, United 2277. Continue taxi,
Delta
Air Portugal
1279
heavy.
runway 22 right, cleared for to land. Delta 1279 runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Unable to comply, Delta 1279er. Runway 22 right, clear to land, Delta 1279er.
Copa 337, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, Southwest
Speedboat
557er,
247
request
heavy,
taxi.
runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right, clear
Azores
for takeoff.
255 heavy,
Copa
continue
337.
taxi.
Runway 15 right, line up and wait. Speedbird 247
Spirit
heavy.
Wings 1506, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Azores 255 heavy.
American 1719, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Spirit Wings 1506.
Sun Country 4136, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Continue taxi, American 1719er.
American 473, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Ground, 9er via Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Sun Country 4136.
Delta 1306, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 left, clear to
JetBlue
land.
1578,
American 473.
runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right, clear to land, Delta 1306.
Southwest 5579, continue taxi.
Runway 22 left, clear to land, JetBlue 1578. Continue taxi, Southwest 5579er.
Spirit Wings 1084, pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Alpha Kilo.
Ground, 9 via Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Spirit Wings 1084.
Delta 3023, wind is 21 at 0 knots, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er cleared for
Delta
takeoff.
1545, runway 9
3023.
line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and
Delta
wait.
2265,
Delta
pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo. United 1581, contact departure.
Ground, 9er via Kilo pushback approved, Delta 2265.
Delta 2342, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions.
Delta 1895,
2265.
contact departure.
Contact departure.
Copa
Good morning,
337,
United
contact departure.
1581. Unable to comply. Delta 2342 heavy.
Contact departure.
Turkish
Good
78
morning,
heavy,
Delta
taxi to terminal via
1895.
Mike Bravo.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Copa 337. Taxi to terminal via Mike Bravo. Turkish 78 heavy. Tower. Delta 2342 heavy. Request pushback.
2893 Zulu, continue taxi.
Ground, Sun Country 4136 request taxi.
Unable to comply. 2893 Zulu.
Sun Country 4136, continue taxi.
Tower, Spirit Wings 2196 with you runway 22 right.
Delta 1279, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Continue taxi, Sun Country 4136.
Delta 1545, runway 9 cleared for takeoff.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. Delta
Care
1279er.
7151, runway 9, line up and wait.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. Delta
American
1545.
473, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Runway 9 line up and wait. Care 7151.
Taxi to terminal
Delta
via Echo.
2265.
American 473.
Pushback approved, expect runway 9 via Kilo.
Ground,
not working.
Niner via Kilo pushback approved.
Nothing is
Delta
working.
2265.
Delta 2342 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Unable taxi.
Yes.
Request
thank
detailed
you.
taxi
Finally.
instructions. Delta 2265.
Delta 1306 taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Tower, 15 right via Kilo Bravo pushback approved.
JetBlue 1380
Delta
pushback
2342
approved.
heavy.
Expect runway 15 right via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. Delta 1306.
Delta 3023 contact departure.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1380.
AC 17908 continue taxi.
Contact departure. Good morning. Delta 302
Continue taxi, AC 1798.
Ground, 28903 Zulu request
Turkish
taxi.
78 heavy continue taxi.
Ground.
Turkish
Spirit
78 heavy hold
1084
short of
request taxi.
taxiway Kilo.
Continue taxi. Turkish 78 heavy.
Kia 715 1 runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
Hold short of taxiway Kilo. Turkish 78
Spirit
heavy.
Wings 1506, we're not going to worry about him now. Delta 1545 contact departure.
Runway 9
JetBlue 1578 taxi to terminal.
151.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Delta
JetBlue
1545.
1380 pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal.
Nothing.
JetBlue 1578.
Spirit Wings 1084 continue taxi.
Unable to comply. JetBlue 1380.
Delta 2342 heavy continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Spirit Wings 1084.
Unable to comply. Delta 2342 heavy.
Unbelievable. Kia 6910 continue taxi.
Ground. JetBlue 1380 request pushback.
Spirit Wings 1506 runway 9er line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Here 6910.
Speedbird 247 heavy runway 15 right cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er line up and wait. Spirit Wings
Kia
1506.
715 1 contact departure.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff.
United
Speedbird
2277
heavy.
runway 9er line up and wait.
Contact departure, good morning.
American
Clear
318 heavy
7151.
runway 15 right line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and wait. United 2277.
Runway 15 right line up and wait, American 318 heavy.
Tower. FedEx 1269er heavy with you runway 22 left.
Lufthansa 459er heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Ground. Delta 1244 request
Not
pushback.
ready. Spirit Wings 21906 runway 2 to right clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Unable to comply. Lufthansa
FedEx
459er
1269er heavy runway 2 to left clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right cleared to land, Spirit Wings 21906.
Runway 22 left clear to land. FedEx 1269er heavy.
Spirit Wings 1506 wind is 21 at 0 knots. Runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
Tower. Alaska 646 with you runway 22 right. Runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
Delta
Air
2342 heavy
1506.
continue taxi.
Tower. Delta 2342 heavy request taxi. Continue taxi.
Southwest
Delta
5579er
2342 heavy.
continue taxi.
Ground. Lufthansa 459er
Sun
heavy
Country
request pushback.
4136 hold short of runway 9er.
Continue taxi.
American
Southwest
1719er
5579er.
hold short of runway 9er.
Hold short of runway 9er.
Speedbird
Sun
247
Country
heavy contact
4136.
departure.
Hold short of runway 9er. American 1719er.
Alaska 646 runway 2 to right clear to land. Wind is 21 at 0 knots.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Speedbird 247 heavy.
Delta 2265 pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Runway 22 right
Still
clear to
not.
land. Alaska 646.
Delta 2265 pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground. 9er
Nothing.
by Kilo pushback approved.
Delta 1244
2265.
pushback approved. Expect runway 9er via Kilo.
Unable taxi.
Yes.
Request
Wow.
detailed taxi
Unbelievable.
instructions. Delta
United
2265.
2277 runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
Ground. 15 right by
Fast.
Kilo
Come on,
Bravo
quick,
pushback
quick, quick,
approved.
quick, quick.
Delta 2265.
JetBlue 1380 pushback approved. Expect runway 15 right.
Unable taxi.
Yes, thank you.
Request detailed taxi instructions.
Spirit Wings
Delta
1506
2265.
contact departure.
Ground. 9er via Kilo pushback approved. Delta
AC
1244.
1798 runway 9er line up and wait.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff. United 2277.
Turkish 78 heavy continue taxi.
Ground. 15 right pushback approved. JetBlue 1380. Contact departure. Good morning. Spirit Wings 1506.
Runway 9 line up and wait, AC 1798.
Oh, seriously,
Continue
Delta,
taxi,
what the hell are you
78
doing?
heavy.
Tower, Care 3654 with you runway 22 left.
Kann doch alles nicht wahr
Ground,
sein.
Delta 909er heavy
American
request pushback.
473, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, American 47
Delta 909er, das ist Delta 909er, heavy pushback approved, expect runway 9er. Forget it.
Tower, Lufthansa 496 heavy with you runway 22 right.
American 318 heavy, what do we FedEx here?
Ground,
We've got
Delta
Alaska.
240 heavy request pushback.
Unable taxi. Request detailed taxi instructions. American 318 heavy.
AC 17998, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, JetBlue 1380 request taxi.
Care 6910, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff. AC 1798.
Runway 9er line up and wait, KR
United-
6910.
United 2277, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, United 2277.
Spirit Wings 21906, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Spirit Wings
JetBlue 1380,
2196.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi,
Delta
JetBlue
909er, heavy
1380.
pushback approved, expect runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo.
Ground, 15 right by Kilo Bravo. pushback
Delta
approved.
240 heavy
Delta
pushback
909er
approved, expect
heavy.
runway 15 right via Kilo Bravo. Delta 1244 pushback approved, expect
Ground, 15 right by Kilo Bravo. Pushback approved. Delta
Lufthansa
240 heavy.
459er heavy pushback approved, expect runway 15 right.
Say again.
Thank you.
Delta 1244. Ground, 15 right pushback approved.
American
Lufthansa
318 heavy,
459er
runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff. American 318 heavy.
Delta 11905 heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Tower,
289er
Spirit
3
Wings 668 with
Zulu,
you, runway
continue
22
taxi.
right. Runway 15 right line up and wait, Delta 119er 5 heavy. Continue taxi, 289er 3 Zulu. Ground, Delta 909er heavy request taxi.
He can't get past him, can't get past her. JetBlue 1578, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 1578.
Alaska 646, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Alaska 646. Unable taxi.
Care
Request
6910,
detailed taxi
runway 9
instructions.
cleared for takeoff.
Alaska 646.
Alaska 646, taxi to terminal. It's going down there as well.
Runway 9 cleared for takeoff, KR 6910. Taxi to terminal, Alaska 646. Ground, Lufthansa 459er heavy request taxi.
Lufthansa 459er heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa 459er
FedEx
heavy.
1269er heavy, taxi to terminal via Mike Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via
Southwest
Mike Bravo. FedEx 1269er
5579er,
heavy.
runway 9er, line up and wait. Delta 11905 heavy, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er line up and wait, Southwest
289er
5579er.
3 Zulu, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, Delta 119er 5 heavy.
AC 17908, contact departure.
Runway 15 right
American
line up and
318
wait,
heavy, contact
289er 3
departure.
Zulu.
Contact departure.
Care
Good
6910,
morning.
contact
AC
departure.
1798. Contact departure. Good morning. American 318 heavy.
Contact departure, good morning, KR 6910.
Delta 909er heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 909er heavy.
Care 3654, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 22 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 left cleared to land.
Lufthansa
3654.
496, runway 22 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 22 right, contact departure.
Going around.
Lufthansa
496
496 heavy, contact departure.
heavy. Unable to comply. Lufthansa 496 heavy.
Spirit Wing 668, runway 22 right, clear to land, wind is 22 at 0 knots.
Say again. Lufthansa 496 heavy.
289er 3 Zulu, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Lufthansa 496 Heavy.
Lufthansa 49er.
Runway 22
Lufthansa
right clear to
459er
land.
Heavy,
Spirit
runway
wing
15
668.
right, line up and wait. Turkish 78 Heavy, hold position.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff. 2893 Zulu.
Delta 1195 Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 15 right line up and wait. Lufthansa
Spirit Wings
459er Heavy.
1084, continue taxi.
Hold position.
FedEx
Turkish 78 Heavy.
1269er Heavy, hold short. FedEx 1269er Heavy, continue taxi. FedEx 1269er Heavy, hold short of taxiway Kilo.
Contact departure. Good morning. Delta 119er Heavy.
Delta 240 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Spirit Wings 1084.
Say again. FedEx 1269er Heavy.
Southwest 5579er, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. FedEx 1269er
Sun
Heavy.
Country 4136, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Hold short of taxiway Kilo. FedEx 1269er Heavy.
JetBlue 1380. Can you get past?
Continue taxi.
JetBlue
Delta
1380,
240 Heavy.
continue taxi.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
2893
Southwest
Zulu,
5579er.
contact departure.
Runway 9er line up and wait. Sun Country 4136.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 1380. Contact departure. Good morning. 2893 Zulu.
Not working as expected. Delta 1244, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1244.
Southwest 5579er, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good morning. Southwest 5579er.
FedEx 1269er Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. FedEx 1269er Heavy.
So, meine Güte. Aber ich glaube, jetzt wird zu diesem Zeitpunkt sowieso keiner mehr dabei sein. Habt ihr
Ground. Delta 1244 request taxi.
Delta 1244, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1244.
Sun Country 4136, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff.
American
Sun Country
1719er, runway
4136.
9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and wait. American 1719er.
Spirit Wings 668, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. Spirit Wing 668.
Oh je, oh je, oh je. Lufthansa 459er Heavy, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1380, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 459er Heavy. Runway 15 right line up and wait. JetBlue 1380.
Delta 240 Heavy, continue taxi. Sun Country 4136, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Delta 240 Heavy.
Contact departure. Good morning. Sun Country 4136.
Delta 1244, hold short of runway 9er.
Hold short of runway 9er.
Care
Delta
3654, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Care 3654.
Ground. Delta 240 Heavy request taxi.
Delta 240 Heavy, continue taxi. American 1719er, wind is 22 at 0 knots, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. Delta 240
Spirit
heavy.
Wings 1084, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9 line
Care
up and wait.
3654,
Spirit Wings
hold short of runway
1084.
Romeo. Care 3654, hold short of taxiway Romeo. Thank you.
Unable to comply. Care 3654.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Hold short of taxiway Romeo. Care 3654.
Lufthansa 459er heavy, contact departure.
Tower, Delta 1332 heavy with you runway 22 right. Contact departure, good morning, Lufthansa 459er heavy.
American Spirit Wings 1084, hold position.
Hold position. Spirit Wings 1084.
American 1719er, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff. What the hell, I don't
Runway
believe
9er
that.
cleared for takeoff, American 1719er.
Das ist doch echt nicht wahr. Das kann doch echt nicht die Wahrheit sein. Oh Mann, ey. Delta 1244, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er line up and wait, Delta 1244.
Unglaublich. Wenn alles schief läuft, läuft alles schief. Triple 1380, wind is 22 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 909er heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, JetBlue 1380. Runway 15 right line up and wait, Delta 909er heavy.
American 1719er, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, American 1719er.
Aber ich glaube, als Multiplayer hätte man das auch von der anderen Seite spielen können. Das, glaube ich, ist möglich. Wenn man mehr Zeit hätte, sich zu konzentrieren auf die anderen, auf den Ground Control und den Tower, dann wäre das gut gewesen.
Tower, Lufthansa 496 heavy with you runway 22 left.
Delta 1244, wind is 22 at 0 knots, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff, Delta 1244.
Delta 1332 heavy, runway 22 right, cleared to land, wind is 22 at 0 knots.
Runway 22 right cleared to land, Delta 1332 heavy.
Triple 1380, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, JetBlue 1380.
Delta 909er heavy, wind is 22 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, Delta 909er heavy.
So, dann machen wir mal ein bisschen doppelte Geschwindigkeit. Delta 1244, contact departure. Lufthansa 496 heavy, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 22 at 0 knots. Delta 240 heavy, runway 15 right, line up and wait.
Contact departure, good morning, Delta 1244.
Runway 22 left cleared to land, Lufthansa 496 heavy.
Runway 15 right line up and wait, Delta 240 heavy.
Delta 909er heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Delta 909er heavy.
So, jetzt haben wir noch die zwei Ankünfte. Die sind ja leider drumherum geflogen, weil ich denen zu spät Bescheid gesagt hatte. Bisschen blöd. Aber, naja. War ein sehr, sehr heftiger Fahrplan. Delta 240 heavy, wind is 22 at 0 knots, runway 15 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 15 right cleared for takeoff, Delta 240 heavy.
Delta 1332 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Delta 1332 heavy.
Delta 240 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good morning, Delta 240 heavy.
So, Radar aus. Den brauchen wir nicht mehr. Den brauchen wir auch nicht mehr. Wir haben unsere letzten beiden unten. Lufthansa 496 Heavy. Kommt aus München. Die Leute haben lange gewartet und mussten dann noch eine Ehrenrunde drehen. Was bin ich für ein böser Mensch? Lufthansa 496 Heavy, Taxi to Terminal via Mike, Quebec, Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Mike Quebec Alpha, Lufthansa 496 Heavy.
So. Lufthansa 496 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Romeo.
Hold short of taxiway Romeo, Lufthansa 496 Heavy.
So, das ist die neue Kameraeinstellung oder einer der neuen Kameraeinstellungen, die es geben wird. Die kann ich allerdings nur benutzen, wenn nicht so viel zu tun ist. Das ist praktisch eine Kamera, die verfolgt das Flugzeug die ganze Zeit. Das sehen wir zum ersten Mal das Ganze. Ich kann rein oder rauszoomen, aber so können wir den schön beobachten. Es wird aber noch bald neuere Kameraeinstellungen geben. Und ja, mal sehen, ob sie euch gefallen. So, das war das Ende des Videos. Ist nicht ganz so, also ist eigentlich so gelaufen, wie ich es erhofft hatte, aber individuell gab es dummerweise einige Probleme und ja, ließen sich leider jetzt in dem Sinne kaum vermeiden, weil es einfach doch zu viel auf einmal war. Trotzdem hoffe ich, dass es euch gefallen hat. Wenn dem so ist, würde ich mich freuen, wenn ihr eventuell unten rechts den Abonnieren-Knopf drücken würdet. Könnt eventuell auch einen Kommentar unten reinschreiben, dann beantworte ich euch gerne Fragen oder höre mir auch gerne an, was ihr zu sagen habt. Und ja, ihr könnt natürlich auch diese Glocke da drücken, und wenn ihr die Glocke da drückt, dann kriegt ihr eine Benachrichtigung jedes Mal, wenn ein neues Video rauskommt. Ansonsten versuche ich weiterhin jeden Freitag ein in deutschsprachigen Video rauszutun. Heute war ich leider zwischendurch sehr beschäftigt gewesen mit dem englischen Sprechen da, und weil das war eigentlich ein über 100 Bewegungen Fahrplan, der es doch für Boston doch sehr, sehr schwer ist, aber ich fand doch interessant, wie ich das so hinbekommen hatte. Also nicht wie ich es hinbekommen habe, sondern um herauszufinden, ob es überhaupt möglich ist. Und es ist möglich, und das finde ich gut. Allerdings muss man das ein bisschen weniger machen, weil für diesen Flughafen so viele Bewegungen innerhalb einer Stunde sind einfach zu viel. Gut, nichtsdestotrotz wünsche ich euch noch einen schönen Tag, habt ein tolles Wochenende und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal. War diesmal wieder eine weitere Präsentation von TP Gaming. Ich wünsche euch alles Gute, habt euch wohl. Bis bald. Ciao.